Nas coming to see me in the studio when I was doing Back to the Grill, there was no way I was going to take advantage of a 17-year-old kid. It just wasn't going to happen.
Right.
I was going to make sure he's protected. Like, all Nas ever asked me for is make sure to get his mother out the project. The thing that was really a born-to-born moment for me, a full circle moment, when I delivered Nas his checks on the 40 side, I went to his building. I was looking out his mother's living room window, and from the 40 side, you could see 59th Street. And I always saw that as a beacon of hope. That past the bars was paradise.
Right.
And some 27 years later, I'm watching Ozark. And I'm watching the first episode of the final season.
Yeah.
And they used Illmatic for the entire show.
Yep.
And the Killer Mike is there, and he's talking about that same window.
They make the same reference.
But he says, I always saw it as a prison. And I started crying. And I'm in bed watching with my wife, and I'm bawling because I never saw it that way.
Yeah.
And it was just such an amazing juxtaposition that some 30 years later, it has such an important, it's the only rap record in the Library of Congress. It's the only rap record that's taught at both Oxford and Harvard. It's the only rap album that has 17 number ones based on their lyrics. I mean, Illmatic has been a testament of time, and I didn't make a single lyric. I was not involved in a single piece of the production. But I took Nas to Pete Rock's house every day for 4 months. I made sure every contract, every sample was cleared. I made sure every producer agreement was done. I made sure that when those 165,000 albums got sold week one, he was a millionaire and he never looked back.
See? The unsexy jobs.
So it's okay, and I gotta tell you,
It sounds sexy to me. I don't know.
It's and it's okay, my wife and I laugh about it all the time because, it's okay what the trolls say. I could give a fuck what the YouTube says about, Nas, give Nas back his shit.
Right.
You don't know shit. And it's okay that you don't know shit because you're not supposed to know shit.
Right.
You can feel however you want to feel. I know what's real.
Right.
I know what my checks say. And I know what I earned. I didn't steal a fucking penny. I earned every penny of that fucking 2% that I made.
Did you ever run into Jay-Z and be like, hey, man?
Yeah, all the time.
Why did you
right
do
after,
that?
no. I mean, listen, he know, look, the one thing I love about Jay is Jay knows how to poke the bear. Because Jay comes from that era. Jay was a battle MC.
Yeah.
So he comes from that era. He knows how to poke the bear.
When Jay and Nas was going through what they was going through, how difficult was it for you?
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't even realize that the freestyle Nas gave me was him going at Hov.
About the Kings.
Yeah, I didn't even realize. I went to go meet Nas to finish the freestyle in Long Island. We was doing the freestyle. I got it left. I didn't even realize what he was saying on there until way after. I didn't even realize that he was throwing shots.
Shots, yeah.
Because niggas don't say names, so it's like
right.
It could be.
But at the time, I was like, oh yeah, he told my Hov. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
So how did it get back to you?
That was the eye for eye freestyle. Hov never even mentioned it to me, to be honest with you. But that was the eye for eye freestyle from Nas. That's where he started throwing shots, and I didn't even realize. I was like, it kind of went over my head at the time.
So for the record, Nas started it.
Oh, come on. I'm not saying that.
Just so y'all know. Just so y'all know.
Stop the cap.
Nas started it. You see what I'm saying?
Not what he said.
Queens niggas.
That's not what he said.
No, see, he always trying to go with that Queens, Brooklyn,
That's
whatever.
not what he said.
But Nas takes 50 on tour. Why?
I think because he had a song that was kind of, like I said before, hot, building up in the streets. The radio started playing it, How to Rob. You know what I'm saying?
How to Rob.
I didn't have a song necessarily, so I think it was time for me to get in the studio. That's what I thought, you know what I'm saying? I felt a certain kind of way because I wanted to make some money.
Right.
But I also knew that I had to deliver some music, so I figured that, I was outnumbered. They wasn't gonna really see my vision. They probably didn't, and I don't know, you know what I'm saying? It really turned into a whole different thing because when it's time to get money, even though I didn't have a legitimate manager, I would have definitely been going for what I thought would have been my share of the pie. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But 50 was with you the whole time.
Yeah, 50 was with me. We was every day in the studio. You know what I'm saying? 50 was.
Was you there when he made the How to Rob record?
No. He played it for me. He played it for me in the studio. When I heard it, I was like, holy shit, this shit is
crazy.
ill. Because I'm listening to all the names that was on it, you know what I'm saying? And it was some parts of it that was funny, some parts that people might have took serious, whatever, but I knew that he was just making a record. But it got under people's skin fast.
Now, was it true that he had Nas's name?
Hell yeah, he had Nas' name in there. He had a couple names in there.
Pun.
Pun's name might
You
have
talking
been
about How to Rob?
Yeah.
Pun, RZA.
No,
RZA.
but originally, he took Nas' name out.
Yeah, because it's not on the record. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who said what to who, but it wasn't on the record when I heard it no more. Hell no.
I heard the version with
Right.
everybody. Yeah.
So
that was the first. That was the.
it was like,
first one.
so when I heard that record, when I heard that version, I was like, wow. And so when it got to that part, I was like, you know, I forgot what the lyrics was, but it was like, wow.
What did I hear about the version?
I've never heard it with Nas' name in it.
Nah, I got a one.
Because I can't even remember.
He's around Nas. Was it always intentionally a playful record?
Yeah.
Because a lot of shit got stirred up.
Always, because of, it wasn't thought about to say somebody's name. He's saying names.
Right.
And he's going from artist to artist to artist. And everybody that he's saying is recognizable. And you're like, holy shit. You know what I'm saying? He said some shit about Missy. He said, yeah, he said, you know, and these people they basically run radio.
Right.
So to have somebody going against them, I guess that was like a smart play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess that was enough for Nas to take him on tour, because I still didn't have
That
a
record.
solid record yet.
Right.
I got verses for days. They know what I'm doing, but I don't have a record that probably gonna command the, I think not the audience. I don't know how much they really